My name is Fox-DeVol. I am 13 years old and I have a podcast on climate change called We the Children.
Zach is a middle schooler dedicated to raising awareness about the environment. 3 seasons in on his podcast, and Zach's learned from experts, educators, and activists about what's really happening to our planet. But the idea to try a podcast actually started with something else.
It started as a podcast on how to raise a dog called Rule of the Bark from the perspective of my dog, Ewok.
Hello and welcome back to the Rule of the Bark. It's me, Ewok, a labradoodle from sunny Los Angeles.
And after a while I decided I wanted to do a podcast on a more serious topic, and I chose climate change.
Hey climate kids! I've been on a mission to learn as much as I can about climate change so that I can share what I learned with all of you.
Now, climate change is a big topic. At its most basic level, it's really about the planet getting hotter and hotter because of human activity over time. Many scientists estimate that the Earth has warmed 1 degree Celsius since the Industrial Revolution way back in the 1800s. And that increase of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere has had an effect on almost everything, from creating extreme weather to a loss of animal life and land.
I was 10 years old when I started the podcast. It started off as a writing project, actually, with my teacher, Clare. We decided to do a podcast. I knew that it was a really important issue to solve, but other than that, I didn't really know much. So I knew that I loved nature and wanted to protect it, but I really didn't know much about climate change until I started the podcast.
I'm curious how you became interested in forest ecology.
I think I've just always been interested in trees.
I heard you say before, when you care about nature, you care about garbage. Can you explain that thought to us a little bit more?
Everything comes from nature. The aluminum can, the plastic bottle, the books, the toys. How do we design the things that we need in society so that they can come from nature and go back to nature without causing harm?
We are at a time where young people are really at the center of climate movements. We're in the driver's seat and we want to be leading the change.
Historically, climate action has been led by young people. The very first Earth Day was back in 1970. A senator disturbed by a huge oil spill in Santa Barbara teamed up with college students to protest about the deteriorating environment, and they called it Earth Day. April 22nd was chosen for the first Earth Day because it fell between when spring break and final exams happened to maximize the number of students that would be able to participate. 20 million Americans across the country brought attention to the planet on that day. It made such a huge impact that by the end of 1970, the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, was formed, and environmental laws began to pop up. By 1990, Earth Day became a global initiative. And today, over 190 countries participate in celebrating the Earth.
I really enjoy meeting all these cool new people and learning all these things. Oh, right. Today, we're meeting someone who knows this quantum stuff inside and out. Dr. Brad Marston, a physicist at Brown University who has spent years studying things like quantum waves and superconductors. I've learned that there are so many really cool, innovative solutions and technologies that people are making, and that there's so much hope. I hope that people begin to understand how big of a problem it is, and that we can't just leave it up to other people to solve. Everybody has to be part of the solution, and everybody has to at least try to make a difference.
So, how are you protecting our planet? Give us a comment below and let us know.